Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Do we have audio? There we go. There we go. We got some emojis. We got some emojis. Hopefully we're live. Give us 1 minute, everybody. Welcome to the hangout, the community hangout. Give us 1 second while we get situated and squared away. Thank you, of course, for joining. Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Do we have audio? There we go. There we go. We got some emojis. We got some emojis. Hopefully we're live. Give us 1 minute, everybody. Welcome to the hangout, the community hangout. Give us 1 second while we get situated and squared away. Thank you, of course, for joining. Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Do we have audio? There we go. There we go. We got some emojis. We got some emojis. Hopefully we're live. Give us 1 minute, everybody. Welcome to the hangout, the community hangout. Give us 1 second while we get situated and squared away. Thank you, of course, for joining. Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Do we have audio? There we go. There we go. We got some emojis. We got some emojis. And thank you again, everybody, for joining us. This is number 61. We hit number 60 last week. Pardon me, pardon me. Allergies are giving me crap today, so I sound a little congested and a little sick. It's a little bad weather in Texas. It's always great. And we'll have Annie be joining us in just 1 second. She'll be making her way up here. And again, if you want to grab a mic, any questions, concerns, comments, anything like that, please feel free to come on up. Grab a mic, request it. We'll get you situated and squared away. And that is open mic policy throughout the whole space. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us. If you hear anything, if you'd like to come up, if you have any thoughts on it, whatever the case may be, feel free to join. And always welcome. Sounds a little congested. And be sure and retweet the room as well. Leave some comments in the chat there. If you have questions, you feel free to leave them there as well. We'll go over them. We'll go through the questions and concerns and all that good stuff. Way up here. And again, if you feel free to retweet out the room and share it with everybody. Let's get feel free to come on up. Hey, Annie, how you doing today? We'll get you situated and squared away.
Hello.
And that is open
21, I'm
mic
so
policy
sorry.
throughout the whole
We
space.
just
Oh, no worries.
finished the space, the Spanish one, and
thoughts on it, whatever
just
the case
a
may be.
minute before
Feel free to join. And always welcome.
the
Sounds a little
hour
congested.
for
Be
hangout.
sure and
So
retweet the
I'm
room as
sorry.
well.
Um,
Oh, no worries. No worries. I got a little nervous. I said, "Oh man, my counterpart's not here today. I don't even know what to do by myself. I can't do
come
this."
on. You have
Yeah, feel free to
socials and you
retweet out
have
the room,
JT
share it
and
with everybody.
Crypto
Feel free to come on
Lounge.
up. Hey, Annie, how you doing
You
today?
know who I want to see here? I want to see
And that is
I want
open
to
mic
see
policy
our
throughout the
friend
whole space. Oh, no worries. Join us.
Melanim Melody
Feel free to join.
Meldine
Always welcome. Sounds a little
Meldina
congested. Be
Meldina
sure and retweet the room as
Meldianu.
well.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
no worries. No
just
worries.
trying to. I have a hard
I got a little nervous.
time
I said, "Oh
saying the
man,
names here
my
on
counterpart's not here
Twitter.
today. I don't even know what to do by myself. I can't do
But
this."
yeah, girl,
You
who
have
you have
feel free to
socials and
retweet out the room.
see more
Share it with
girls
everybody.
here and LMB.
Hey,
When is
Annie, how
gonna
you
be the
doing today?
time when we hear LMB on the space?
And that is
I want
open
to
mic
see our
policy. It
friend.
might be her birthday today. She might be out taking the day off.
Yeah, I heard something about it. I know.
Definitely celebrating today. Sorry,
Feel
guys.
free to join.
Awesome. Let me add it to the recap. 1 second.
Oh, no worries. I got a little nervous. I
So
said, "Oh
it's
man, my counterpart's not here
don't
today. I
worry.
don't know what to do by myself. I can't do
But
this."
yeah, so we are so many here. We're so many that can just jump in and move this going. Like if someone has an emergency, like I see ship to pie, like how it's laughing. I know.
It might be her
One
birthday
of
today.
these
She might
days,
be
ship
out
to
taking
pie,
the
you're
day
gonna
off.
come up. I know you will. I'll make it.
Definitely celebrating
No, I'm just
today.
kidding.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see. JT's here. You know, all the regulars, and hopefully soon we have more spaces open. No,
Counterpart's not
different
here today.
languages. That'll be amazing.
It's
So 21. I'm gonna mute myself really quick. Let me just grab a couple water. Like I see
Yeah,
ship
sure.
to
Go
pile,
ahead,
like
Annie.
how it's
Take your
laughing.
time.
I
Go ahead.
know.
We'll give
One
everybody a
of
few
these
minutes.
days,
We're only
ship to
seven
pile, you're
past
gonna come
the
up.
hour, so we'll give
I
everybody
know
a
you
few
will.
minutes to come up and get
I'll make
situated.
it.
And while you're getting your water, I'll dive into the recap and
Let's
everything.
see.
You should be
JT's here. You know, all the regulars, and hopefully soon
welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome,
have
JT.
more
Good to have you. Good to
spaces.
have you. Good to see you.
No, different
Hope your
languages.
Saturday's
That would
going
be
well.
amazing.
And
Um,
we're
so
getting to a full
21.
house.
I'm gonna mute myself
While
for a little
Annie's
bit.
grabbing
So
her
how
Let
are
water.
me
you,
just
buddy?
grab
Oh man,
glass of
everything's
water.
well.
Like
A
I
little,
see
little
ship to
congested
pile, like
today.
how it's laughing. I
Allergies and
know.
bad weather. Our air
One of
quality
these
has been
days,
only
ship to
70.
pile,
Yeah,
you're
other than
gonna
that,
come
man,
up.
so we'll give
I
everybody
know
a
you
smooth
Did
will.
you?
transition. Come up
I
and get
just, I
situated.
wonder. I know
While you're getting
you're
your water,
down
I'll
south there, but
dive
did
into
you
the
have a
recap.
chance to see
See,
the
JT's here.
Northern Lights? It's a big thing on Twitter
All the
these last few
regulars,
days.
and
Oh
hopefully
man, no,
soon
I unfortunately I did
we'll
not.
have
We had
more
some cloudy weather and stuff, but I heard they could see it in New Orleans. So I figured,
Wow.
geographically, I have to be even with New Orleans somewhere.
So
At least like
21. I'm
east to
gonna
west. So I was like, man, maybe I
while
can get
Annie's
it.
grabbing
So
her
But it
how
was
water,
are
so
you,
cloudy.
buddy?
I didn't even
oh
try
man,
to look.
everything's
It
well.
was a
Everything's
little kind
well.
of overcast
Like
weather.
I see
A little
ship to pile,
congested
like
today.
how it's
I
laughing.
just
I
live
know.
vicariously through
One
Twitter
of
and
these
just
days,
hope
ship to
everybody
pile,
feels
you're
better.
gonna come up.
Right?
I know you
Same
will.
for me. I mean, I wonder. I know
While
I'm
you're
not
getting your
even
water,
that
I'll
far away from
dive into
seeing
the
it on
recap.
a regular basis, but it was just so
JT's
cloudy here
here.
that
All
couldn't
the
see anything,
regulars,
man.
and
I don't know.
Man,
Annie
no,
said
I
in your
unfortunately I
space
did not. We had
earlier,
some cloudy
the
weather and
Spanish
stuff, but
space.
I heard they could see it in
It's
New Orleans.
maybe for the
So
next
I
day or
figured,
two. I'm not really
geographically,
sure,
I
but
have to be
anyway, I'll
even with
just
New
keep
Orleans
looking and
somewhere.
might
At
see
least like
something.
east to west. So I was like, man, maybe. Oh dang, I didn't know it was still continuing on. I thought it was. I didn't even. Oh man, everything's well. Everything's well. A little bump in the
I'm
I just
I'm not
live
100%
vicariously
sure
through
either,
Twitter.
but yeah.
But
Anyway, it
yeah,
was
other than that,
nice to
Yeah,
see
to
you. Like
my
you said, same for me.
understanding,
I mean,
there should be
I
three
wonder.
more
I'm
events
not even
coming.
that
There
far away
were
from seeing it on a regular basis, but it was
there
just
were
so
there
cloudy
were
here
six
that
events total.
couldn't see anything, man. I don't know.
man, no,
Annie
I
said in your
unfortunately I
space
did not. Oh,
earlier,
nice.
the
Okay, so we
Spanish
have another
space.
chance. Another
It's
shot to
maybe for
see
the
it then.
next
All right,
day or
figured,
two. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I'll just keep looking and might see something.
east to west. So I was like, man.
All
Oh
right,
dang, I didn't know
thanks,
it was
guys,
still
for that.
continuing
So I
on. I
guess we'll
thought
go
it was
ahead and
just
dive in. Annie's getting her water, so we'll get the recap going. That way, by the time she gets
I'm not
back, we'll get some
100% sure
questions
either,
going
but
and get
yeah.
some
Anyway, it
talk
was
about what jumped off the pages
Yeah,
for us
to
nice
my
this week.
understanding, there should be three
And
more events coming.
Celto,
There
I'm gonna
were
approve you on the mic real quick.
there
Welcome,
were
welcome.
there were six events
You're
total.
welcome to come on up. And again, if you're hearing us go to the recap at any point in time, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to grab the mic. Everyone is welcome. This is an open space. We have a lot to talk about, some exciting news. So yeah, we'll go ahead and dive right into it then. We'll get to the recap, and then from there, we'll go around the room and just kind of see what jumped off the pages for everybody. Just normal space.
I'm not 100% sure either,
Celto,
but yeah.
welcome.
Anyway,
Good to have you. What we're gonna do is hop
Yeah,
into
to
the
my
recap real quick.
understanding, there
And then
should be
if you
three
just want to
more
hold on to
events
your
coming.
questions,
There
comments,
were
or concerns for 1 second, and
there
you
were
can give them
six
to us
events
right after we
total.
get done the recap. We're gonna go around to each speaker and we'll just talk about what jumped off the pages for us this week with Paul. So that'll be a chance to everyone's welcome. This is an open space. We have a lot to just hang tight, but welcome. Thanks for joining us. Good to have you up. We'll go ahead and dive right in, and we'll jump right into it. We'll get to the recap, and then from there, all right. We'll go around the room. And Sarah, I'll probably start with you. Just a heads up after the recap. Normal space. Dive right in. Celto, welcome. Good to have you. What we're gonna do is hop
Yeah,
into the
to my
recap real quick and
understanding,
do that.
there
And
should
then
be
if you
three
just want to
more
hold on to your
events coming.
questions,
There
comments.
were
All right, welcome everybody. This is number 61. So, oh man, I already counted them up. 61. I can't believe it's been 60 about what jumped off the pages for us this week with Paul. But this is number 61 for the Hangout. And we were talking about the latest news and everything else in concerns with the PAWChain. So here we go. And welcome everyone to our community hangout number 61. This is a weekly recap from May 4th through May 11th, 2024, highlighting the latest happenings at PAWChain for our new and old investors and members of our community. If you are new to the community or have simply been away from the project for a while, you may have noticed changes to the PAW logos and/or our website, pawecosystem.com. The project has rebranded, and the new website has been created from scratch with a more corporate and less meme-like feel. And as of today, the score with Certic is a 92.88, which ranks us number 20th on Certic's leadership scoreboard. Finally, today's Certic has officially started auditing the code base of PawChain, Paw Wallet, the validator server-side application, and the Rat Paw token construct. You may have noticed changes to Certic's website to see the progress of the audit. Follow along there if you'd like to. The project has rebranded. The new website. A lot of information on Certic's website. We're in the top 10% of a lot of different metrics and categories. So if you just ever want to stop by the website, it's very informative. It gives you a lot of stuff to the process and how things are being done. It's really cool. It's a lot of information you can extract from that website. It's really a cool tool.
And you can check in real time of the progress of all our technologies under development by visiting pawdevs.com. We'll get that link slapped up top for you as well. And what you'll find there is just kind of like the searching thing. It's a progress bar, gives you a percent of completion. So each utility, each thing is being developed in the ecosystem has its own little status bar. Kind of go check and see exactly where it's at and things development done. It's really cool. It's another good. It's a lot of information, a little bit extra transparency window. I think it's really cool. First time I've ever seen that, so it's really awesome. And you can check in real time of the progress. PawSwap will protect your transactions, unlike other swaps. PawSwap's pending meme pool transactions are invisible without knowing the transaction ID. Only the sender from his or her own wallet can see it. So this uniquely developed technology will prevent front-running bots and the MEV bots, shielding your profits and privacy. So if you've ever been sandwiched before, it's another great takeaway from it. A little bit extra transparency. Just to, I think people are excited about that alone. And you can check in real time. PAWChain is set to be the next big meme coins chain. For what reasons? Extremely low gas rate, pending meme pool, security transactions are invisible of our chain, and the chain will be audited by CertIC and Only the sender from his or her projects that deploy their liquidity on PAWChain will simultaneously become cross-chain. And why is that beneficial? Being exclusive to one chain limits accessibility, marketing opportunities, and potential investors. Choosing to become multi-chain with Paw will allow projects to scale the scope of their projects to new heights with simplicity and security. PawChain is set to be the next KYC gold was given to PawSwap on May 9th. If you haven't heard the news, security we did receive our gold KYC will be audited by CertIC and only the sender from his or her and that was on the May 9th. Their liquidity on PawChain will simultaneously become cross-chain. Hello Labs started voting on May 1st on their website for season 2 of Killer Whales. Don't forget to vote daily. We have a video tutorial on PawChain on how to vote daily for free. With Paw will allow projects to scale the scope of their project. We do count real fast. Let me close it out. Apologies. One second, I know we broke 300,000 on May 9th. Haven't heard the news today. Security we did receive our gold, and we are at 314,000. So that's impressive. That's impressive. Being at the next, it's quite a bit for one day. Second place is sitting at a cool 289, and third place, actually they're tied right now, 289, 6,000 or 600 and 289,700. So second and third are tied. They're only separated by 100 votes. And which is it's really cool because if you look, and of course it's not to get placed or anything, but just to show the efforts of everyone and all that good stuff. We're at 311,000. 304. Fourth place is at 202,000. So we've given ourselves a good little 200,000 point. It's quite a buffer in between the spots that matter, first, second, and third. You know, we're there for first, second, and third spot. Of course, third place. Actually, they're tied right now. But you know, just kind of look at it. I thought that was really cool. We do have and the other projects as well. You know, they've been putting in a lot of effort. It's not just you know, there's efforts across the board, and which is it's really cool to see communities come about, get involved and stuff. So just to show it's been cool. It's a lot of interaction. I'm sure the Killer Whales is struggling right now to stay alive. It's been really cool. We've given ourselves hats off to everybody voting. It's voting has just been it's been in the stars. It's been great. Seeing everybody come together, put in the effort. But you know, just really cool. So, great job. And the other projects as well. You know, they've been putting in a lot of effort. They didn't how to vote free. And again, we'll get the video put up top for y'all as well. Just one second, like links and everything like that. Communities come about. And also, don't forget, keep voting on the CertIC page for a chance to win $20,000 or 20,000 USD credit on CertIC services. Staking ended on April 30th. Please do not unlock your tokens until the dev team announces it, so you don't miss the chance to receive the extra 12% APR for a total of 20%. So that's, again, if you see the awards still accumulating and stuff, that's completely normal. The snapshot was taken. And again, we'll get the video put up top for y'all as well, and it'll actually just be to that date when you get your awards. Even though and also, don't forget, keep voting on the CertIC page for a chance to win $20,000 or but you do need to remain staked to receive your 12% bonus. So that's an important and imperative reminder. Please do not. And as we move forward and get closer, there'll be more detailed instructions on when and what to do exactly. So just hang tight and of course follow our beloved host PAWChain for official announcement. Awards still accumulating and stuff. That's completely normal. And let me see. Okay, we have 4 giveaways from 3 community members. Best one knows is everybody's favorite part. We have 4 giveaways from 3 community members. We have the first, the Honorable Mr. Raboshi Nakamura. But you do need to remain $10,000 tall in USD If Paul reaches 1 billion market cap, the one to move forward and get closer. That one's been going on for detailed instructions on when and what to do exactly. So I'm excited for everybody to hang tight and of course follow our beloved. Small Whale is also giving away $10,000 to Paul in USD. If Paul reaches 12 billion,
Okay, we have
12
four
billion
giveaways
in
from three
market cap,
community
one
members.
lucky
Okay,
winner. I know this is everybody's favorite.
we
Denise Paul fam
we
is
have four
giving away
giveaways from three community members.
$2,500
We have
USD if
first,
Paul
the Honorable
reaches
Mr.
100
Rocco C.
million market
McNamara.
cap.
He's giving
And if
away
it reaches 1
$10,000
billion market cap,
Paul in
he will
USD.
give away $10,000
If Paul
USD.
reaches 1 billion market
That's
cap,
really, really
the one
cool.
to move forward and
Just
get
community
closer. That
members
one's been
taking
going
the
on for
initiative,
detailed
doing their
instructions
thing,
on when and
offering
what to
it,
do exactly.
showing
So
the
I'm excited
support,
for
showing
everybody to hang
everything.
tight.
And I
Of
think
course,
that's really,
follow
really
our
cool. That's
beloved
money out
Small
of their own
Whale is
pocket.
also giving away
Nobody asked them
$10,000
to do it. They did it on their own.
Paul in
Kind of
USD.
foster the
And if
community and
Paul reaches
engagement. I
12
think it's
billion, okay, we
absolutely
have four
great.
giveaways in market cap.
Giveaways are
One
a
lucky
great
winner.
way
I know
to
this is everybody's favorite.
reward the
Denise
community
Paul
and stuff,
fam
and
is
just
giving away
give everybody a
$2,500
chance to get
USD.
involved.
First, Paul reaches
I think it's really
100
cool.
million market cap.
All right.
And if it reaches 1
That's
billion market
what we
cap,
have so
he
far
will
for the
give away
week. And again,
$10,000.
and I'm sorry, sir. I told you we were going to start with you, but we have
Move
Celto up
forward
here,
just
first time
community
joining
members
us.
taking the
So I'm going to
initiative,
go ahead
doing
and
their
I'm going to
thing,
give them the mic and just kind
offering
of let them. I don't know if they have questions, concerns, comments, whatever they got, but let's go ahead and hear them out first. Welcome, Celto, to the community hangout. It's number 61. I'm gonna let you kick it off this week. Did you have any thoughts or anything that jumped off the pages for you this week for Paul? Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, I got you. He may have
Okay.
connection
No worries, no
issues.
worries. All right. Well, go ahead and kick it off for us, sir. Whenever they get back, they can raise their hand and come back around, and we'll give them another shot here in a second. So we'll go ahead and stay as scheduled then. Go ahead, Mr. Sir. What you got for us this week?
Oh, geez. I mean, what a week, right? Uh, there's so many things to talk about. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, and I know there's other people who want to speak. Um, First of all, just thanks everyone for being here and for the continued support with the voting. Like you said, they're 21. We're at the top by we've got quite a margin, right? I mean, we're really leading the pack here. There was a tweet from Sander. He's the co-founder of, I think he's the co-founder of Hello Labs and the executive producer of Killer Whales TV, saying that basically PAWChain is setting a new standard when it's coming to the voting. I think I also saw a tweet from him saying uh, just basically our overall presence, right? It's overwhelming. I mean, if you go to any of the well, literally any post that's tagging PodChain, you're going to see at least 20 to 30 replies from Paw family community members before you're going to see anything else. So just just super happy to see that. Um, and also seeing the CERTIC votes coming up again. That's a huge thing for us. That $20,000. Imagine that. I'm sure we could get to first place on that, and then the developers could take that 20 grand and put that into something else like marketing, right? So just everyone, please keep doing what you're doing. You do the Hello Labs vote, and then do the CERTEC vote. That's great. Keep that up. Uh, the main thing that jumped off the page was the KYC gold status from CERTEC. I mean, that's been waiting a while for that. I know there's the countdown. It's like every 90 days counting down. It counted down a few times, and I myself am super impatient. And just to see it finally happen, right? Um, yeah, I just really happy to see that. It's an extra level of security knowing that we went from 8 core members who had passed the KYC to 10. So there's a level of responsibility that comes along with that, which means I I can't see things going wrong in this way. But if they were to go wrong, people will be held accountable. Their information has been shared with Certec, so it's just another level of security for our investments. Yeah, and so a couple of things I wanted to say mainly about the community here. I can say this right. Ignacio Libre. I don't know if you guys have seen him. Sorry, maybe her doing some of the videos made with Steve and singing and whatnot. I mean, I really enjoy the community here. I know not a meme coin and all the rest of it, but have you guys seen this? Like, give him a follow. Sorry, I'm not sure him or her a follow. And check out the content. It's actually quite impressive. He's got the it's I don't even know how to do it. I'm not even gonna pretend I know how to do it. He's got like the screenshot of the face of Steve, but he's singing. Anyway, it's things like that make me laugh, but it also makes me just see how much support we're getting from a community member that takes time and effort to do something like that. So thank you. Also, I see xft.red, if I'm saying that right. I know there was a giveaway there with some NFTs in what is it? Bridge. I'm not sure the name of the space. Bridge Paw, I think.
Bridging the gap. Bridging the gap.
Thank you. Bridging the gap. Thank you. And that's super nice to do a giveaway like that. That's the thing about PodChain, right? That's the thing about this project that we've all taken time to do some research and invest in. Welcoming everybody. It doesn't matter what your project is, right? Everybody's welcome here. And to see them here in the space, thank you for coming. That's just another sign of them also showing an interest in us. So yeah, super strong community. Super happy to see the way the voting is going, and everybody just keep that up. Now I do see Scotia Girl here, and I know she doesn't really sometimes, I guess, enjoy coming up to talk, but I do have a couple of questions about Reddit. I'm trying my best on Reddit. I don't spend a lot of time actually commenting on Reddit. I've been on Reddit for years, but don't usually comment. I just read the information. And I had a couple of questions there. I'm not sure if she could come up to answer them. Just because it's a community space. I guess I could have asked her the questions like in DM, but since maybe it might help everybody, it was just about tagging, hashtag, cash tag. I don't know how any of that works or if it works at all, if it's even worth me doing that. So maybe at some point in time, if she could come up and answer that, would be great. Yeah, so that's it for me. Thanks again, everybody, and like high five to everybody in the community for your support, and especially to our developers who didn't just stick with the silver. They could have just taken the silver KYC from Certec and just that's enough. No, 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 that's not enough, and they kept pushing. So sorry, guys. I know I said I wouldn't talk too much, and then I just talked way too much, but that's it for me. Thanks.
Oh, no worries at all, man. That's what this space is for. This is the recap. So we're asking everybody to recap it for you. Recap it in your own words, man. That's exactly what this space is for. So it's all good. And Nana, I'm gonna send you a mic 1 second. We will get to you, and so we will go to JT next. JT, thanks for joining us. Good to have you, man. Welcome, welcome. What jumped off the pages for you this week for Paul?
Oh man, obviously it's been exciting with the KYC Gold. That just means that more people are accountable for what's happening within the project, and you know we had a conversation in the Spanish space talking about the continual coverage from Skynet and the bug bounty program, things that are put in place to ensure that as we move on to the future, we're not only protected from the outside, but also from the inside. These people are all KYC, and it's important to remember they're not docs, but they are responsible because it's like Annie was saying, if something nefarious were to happen, the authorities would easily just subpoena the information from CERTIC and they would get all that KYC information. So it is a level of security, but it's beyond that internal level of security where it's also like, we're protecting ourselves from the outside as well. And I think that's respectable.
Agreed, agreed, man. Agreed. Great points, great points. There we go. So yeah, it is. I think we talked. I know I've been seeing a lot about like changing the standards of the space, and one thing I always tell people is, we've been really accustomed to just kind of accepting what these projects tell us is, and we embrace that as the standard. Like the whole "trust me, bro" thing and all that good stuff. So, I mean, just if your project's not offering more, or if your project's not doing enough for you, then find a project that is. You don't have to stay with these same projects and these founders and these whatever's going on. You don't have to stay with the norm. There's innovation all across our space, whether it's the tech, the KYC, the people who are doing it, the way the community interacts. It could be, there's silver linings all across the space. So if your project's not making you happy, and delivering everything that you need it to, then find one that will. I mean, there's definitely the tides are changing. The things are changing, and what we as people require from these projects is definitely increasing and changing. And I feel like PAWChain is the one that is the first one that's actually delivering, and maybe a little, maybe actually over delivering and giving us things we actually didn't know we needed. So definitely, it's definitely good to see that people get involved again in their bags. It does a little bit more than just tweeting about it. You got to do the research. You got to find stuff that works for you. So yeah, I absolutely love it, man. Great points. Great points. All right, we got Miss Scotia. Welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna go to you next. I know we don't get you often, and certain things. I know your internet's not always there, so join us while you can. And what do you have this week for Paul, young lady?
Well, thanks for bringing me up again. Um, I'm gonna get Sir Shills to repeat his questions because I wasn't too sure what he was asking.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming up. So, okay, I'm I I'm on the Telegram and I see it when it comes up in the channel for the Reddit, and I go in and I do the upvote, and then I try to comment on all of the things that I can, like on all of the posts. So I'm just wondering if you know, like we know on Twitter, there's the hashtag, like the number sign, and the cash tag, the dollar sign, and then with the paw or paw chain or whatever, and there's also the at, right? I just wonder, how does it work on Reddit? If you know, like, is there any, does it benefit me from doing that? If I when I'm doing a reply, does it help if I add that kind of a tag to it, or is it not needed? I really don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think on Reddit that really it might get some attention, but it's not gonna get you more karma or anything like that. Quite often, like if you use the cash tag with paw, it's not gonna like on Twitter, it will turn it blue. On Reddit, it doesn't really change it. The only thing that would is if you were tagging another user, in which case it's you uh, forward slash in their name, and then I think that person would get a notice that they've been tagged in something. But as far as Reddit goes, no, it's not like Twitter where, if you tag Annie, she'll get a notice that she's been tagged there or whatever. That's a bad example because you could tag her with the use forward slash. But yeah, so there's no real benefit to it. I don't really worry about it so much if I'm typing paw chain to put the at in front of it because it doesn't really change it. It doesn't highlight it or anything. The only issue with Reddit is as far as cross-posting on other, subreddits, if you wanted to do something about paw, you do have to have a certain amount of karma for a lot of them for your post to be accepted, but, beyond that, you shouldn't really have any problem commenting or anything like that. It should all go through without a problem. So, was that it, or did you have anything else?
No, that's great. Thank you. Again, thank you. I don't really know how it works. So just, I guess, kind of a follow-up question, which I guess you may have already answered, but is there a way, I don't really even know how it works, like, and how we can get trending on Twitter. Is there anything we can do to sort of bring more attention to Paw and Paw Chain on Reddit, just through our comments, or is there, I'm trying my best to figure out the best way to approach this. I be honest, I didn't really give it as much attention as I had to Twitter. It's my focus, but I'm trying to do a little bit more on the other platforms now. So, is there any other kind of way to bring more attention to us? And again, thank you so much for continually taking time to do that. I know, I can see the upvotes and whatnot and the counts and stuff, and it's a lot more than zero, but I feel bad because I know that's taken a lot of time for you to do that stuff, and it is very good information. So sorry again, but just, is there any way to sort of maybe make this? Is there any way we could sort of bring more attention to it? Sorry.
Right, so, yeah, I did do up
Sorry,
a list of other, subreddits that I was able to post on. A lot of them are extremely tribal and have such specific rules that, one letter out of place and they're gonna block your post, delete it, and ban you. So you do have to really, if you're gonna cross post on another subreddit, completely read their rules and make sure you're following their guidelines. Some of them won't even let you post unless you contact their mods first and get approval, which I've tried and I've never heard back. So I kind of just, drop them off the list. But yeah, if and I've asked before if someone wanted to help me or to do up a document, just basically outlining our highlights, the key features of the L3 and, what's going to take us to the next level in crypto over everyone else, I am more than happy to go through my list and post it on the other sites that I've saved and, spread the word that way. Like I said, you do need a certain amount of karma and you do need, for some of them, a word count. So you really do have to check the rules before you try and cross post. Some of them, it doesn't matter, like cryptocurrency. Is I don't even waste my time with them unless it's about Bitcoin. They don't want it on there, so they're really, really sticklers there. But no, I do have a list, so if someone wanted to do that up and send it to me or work with me to create it, I'd be more than happy to share it on all those sites.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and again, sorry, I'm a bit behind here. I'll do what I can to help you with that, and we can in DMs or however whatever you want to do. But yeah, it seems like we're gaining more traction, especially on Twitter and also in Telegram. We're getting more people signing up for that now too. So we should, uh, I think, at this point focus on Reddit. It is well known for crypto, so yeah, just let me know whatever I can do. Please send me a DM.
Sure.
And I'd try my best to help you. Thank you again so much for all of your effort, really.
Yep, no problem. I was going to say, actually, today we crossed the 500 mark for followers, which is huge. It's been a
Nice.
real slow increase in followers. A lot of people just don't like Reddit, and I think a large part of that is because you don't have that instant response. I could post something, and if I do 5 or 6 posts on there a day, I'm not checking constantly to see who has commented to reply or whatever. And sometimes it can be the next day before I respond to someone, or, so I think for that reason, a lot of people don't like it, that they're not getting the instant feedback that they're looking for. But yeah, there is room to grow for sure. And my concern with me doing up something to cross post is I'm so afraid of wording something incorrectly and then being called out or saying you're spreading FUD or whatever. So I just want to make sure, all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted before something goes out. So for that reason, I want someone with a much higher technical understanding of how it all works than just my own opinion. So, but yeah, so if you haven't joined Reddit yet, everyone, please by all means go sign up. You know, post something, make a comment, whatever. It's very friendly, it's very positive. There's no FUD in there or anything. So come on over and join up with us. Thanks.
Sorry.
Congrats,
Yes.
congrats on the 500 too, man. Sorry, sorry. I just want to tell her congrats on the 500 real quick.
No, 100%. Yes, congratulations. I'm trying my best to learn it. So I was just wondering if someone like I'm just trying to understand this, and I don't want to take up too much more of the time here in the space, but like, so if I were to make a post about PawChain, like I just who would see it? Like I don't. I'm sorry. We can do this in DM.
Well,
I guess
if
is probably a better way.
Yeah, I'll just say quickly, if you share it just on our paw subreddit, then only the members on that page will see it. But if I cross post it, like there's one called Crypto Moonshots, which is an amazing one. They've got, I think, 1.6 million followers on there, and they take all kinds of posts. And one of them I did, I think I got like 13,000 views on it. So yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, yeah, that's a really good one to post with first. And there's someone from their website which also cross posts it to another one. So yeah, it really can do well that way. So yeah, if you want to work with me and we'll get the highlights in there and all that and really start pushing it across other pages, that would be great.
It sounds great. Thank you. 100%. Just let me know. Thank you.
And also, you know how they have communities on Twitter, sir? How they got the little communities tab that they did that like
Yes.
2 years ago? Okay, so imagine coming to Twitter and that's like your Reddit. Your community is like your ecosystem. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's kind of spread and divvied up into little smaller little communities. That's where we post that. And then you can take
I'll,
that from community to community basically.
I'll be honest. Like I'm part of like part of those community things on Twitter or whatever. I don't really understand that. I can like it, but then I can't retweet it. But then I have to quote tweet it. Like, uh,
You're
like
yeah, whenever you're in there, you're in so whenever you're in the community, you're only posting in that community. So to make like a
right,
post to your Twitter feed, you have to get out of the community, come back to your general feed, make a post there. But as long as you're navigating within that community tab, anything you say, post, or like is only gonna be confined to that community tab, if that makes sense,
it's like Inception, but like crypto.
you know? It's Twitter inception, basically.
No,
General
that's
inception.
fair enough. And again, thank you so much, Scotia Girl, for coming up. And again, congratulations on the 500, everybody. If you haven't signed up, sign up. I'm definitely gonna help her as much as I can. I mean, she's already doing a great job. If anybody else wants to give a hand, please let us know. Because I mean, let's keep going here. Let's keep doing the best we can.
No doubt, no doubt. All right. Thank y'all guys. Thank y'all guys. And Dan, is that all you had for Scotia? Is that all you had? I think is that were you done with your weekly thoughts? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Other than the marketing team is doing an amazing job. I've seen Brian make comments about how our impressions are going up and the views and everything, and we're definitely getting looked at. And what everyone is doing is just amazing with the replying to someone who's the first one to comment on a post, and it just keeps pushing us up and up. And I try my best every day. It's like you could spend 24 hours a day doing this stuff. So yeah, but what we're doing, it's just amazing. So other than that, keep voting and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much, Scotia. We always appreciate you, and I always appreciate you when you come up and spend the Saturday with us. It's always great to have you. All right, we're gonna come up here to Mr. Crypto Lounge, and after that, we got a new speaker. I'll drop down and grab that. Oh, we got to come back around to Celto too. Matter of fact, Crypto Lounge, if you don't mind, let me I'm gonna jump down here to Celto. Do you have your mic back on, bro? Can you hear us now?
Okay, Maya.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, welcome to the space, man. Did you have any thoughts or concerns or questions about PAWChain this week?
No, I don't have question, but
Okay, cool beans, cool beans. No worries, no worries. All right, so I'll come back up to you, Mr. Crypto Lounge, and after that, I'm gonna drop down to XFT Red. Just a heads up there. We kind of give everybody a heads up as before we come to them. But if you have any questions about PAWChain, just get them ready, and we'll drop back down to you in 1 second. We'll start up here with Mr. Crypto Lounge. Welcome, welcome, bro. Good to have you again on this Saturday. What you got for Paul this week?
Hey man, I just want to say hello.
okay.
Oh, is somebody still talking? I think I just stepped on someone.
No, you're all right. Celto, yeah. Did you? Are you there? Are you with us, Celto? Can you hear us?
Hello,
All right. Go ahead, Crypto Lounge.
hello, everybody.
Yeah, go ahead, Crypto Lounge.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, yeah, he's done. Man, 61 is a good thing. We're getting really close to that century mark. I can't wait. We got to do something very special, man, because we were approaching 100 spaces so fast. It's crazy. I still remember in Discord when I first came in, when you guys are in Discord. So this is pretty cool seeing 61. I got to talk about the Certec because then I want to speak on Hello. Well, let's go ahead and go with the killer whales because I think you guys know. I don't know if you do know, but I don't like the way that's structured. I don't think you should be able to buy votes. I think that's BS because you have a lot of organic, participation that is it literally stepped on when people are buying votes. Now, as you can see on the chart, number one, Paul, I love this shit. I love it because you see this gap here between the ADO protocol. And Paul, it's surmountable. And I know they bought votes, so they have to be kicking themselves in the balls when they look at Paul. I'm sorry, guys, I just gotta say, when they see Paul that flip right back up to number one, because they bought votes. I don't.
You said it
This
right.
is yeah. I mean, because see, I think is it shouldn't be set up like this. I think organically, PAWChain is just killing it. And I seen the see. I guess the guy was the CEO. He had to acknowledge this. He had to acknowledge it because they know who's buying votes and they know who's actually organically pushing. And Paul Chain is setting a standard, guys, on this particular board. I got to tell you, and you guys know this. You guys are a part of this. We're all voting. So there's a lot of hoops that you got to go through to actually cast a vote. And just to see this gap here, that just tells you the dedication of this community. So, and I know the devs love it, because these devs are working hard with this ecosystem. And just to see this, man, they got to feel good. Chain community is just killing it. And because you know the structure. If you guys don't know, you know the structure, you know the voting structure, you know what you're going through to cast these votes. It's crazy. But look at that gap. So I just want to point that out. Certec is beautiful because I think JT he talked about that real time, the Skynet, which is very important. Once we do get everything rolled out of the garage, we get development, we get the merchant rolling, we get paw clubs kicking it. Development is like skyrocketing. We're talking about in the future when we get there, having Skynet is going to be amazingly, amazing advantage for that how should I say that umbrella of protection. It's so important to have that when you're dealing with this type of vast ecosystem because a lot of ecosystems don't have that. A lot of them are just bare. They get hacked. If you go on rec.com, you'll see it. Tons of hacks on tons of protocols, and a lot of them aren't protected. So Paul is coming out of the gate with this protection. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with this high scale auditing. I believe we're going to be doing the hacking audit. If I'm wrong, guys, please let me know. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I think hacking is next. We'll probably get some hacking audits going too. But just the fact that it's on the board is gold, which is amazing. You got KYC across the board. It may not seem like something that's very important right now, but at the end of the day, going into the future, when all of this fear goes away, we get past the political situations. The election season is always fluctuative. Everything, even the stock market is going crazy. Once we get back to normalization, you will understand how important this is because a lot of the big time investors who are back in the space with their money looking for legitimate projects, they're going to go to Certec. They always do. The institutional money always goes to the boards, the security boards. It's just how it works. So Paul is going to be looking really pretty on these boards, guys, especially with the gold. I can't wait to those days come. So when we say you're early, I know this is so cliche. A lot of people say you're early, we're early. This is a real true statement. When it comes to Parche, if you're in it, if you got into it last year, you are super early. And the DCA down should have been phenomenal for a lot of you because what we're looking at now is just I wouldn't say the bottom of the market because I think the market and the global market is probably going to go down a little bit more prior to the election season kicks in. But as far as Parche, perfect opportunity, especially if you know what's going on. I'm not going to go into prices or anything like that, guys, but there's really so much more I want to say, but I know we got to get to other people in this space. But I will close with this. Guys, this is a phenomenal situation that we're in. You guys know it. I think this dev team is probably, I'm going to say it, and I got that, badge on my Twitter, but this is from the heart, guys. I think this dev team is probably the best dev team in the space. And this just from me observing what they've been doing for this time. And a lot of you have probably been here. Well, you have been here since day one. I wasn't here since day one, but I am a great observer of things. And I got to tell you, man, these guys, man, it's a large team too. If you didn't know, if those of you are new in this space, this team is not small, and they work in unison and they work collectively, and they're building something extravagant. So I'll shut up now, guys.
No, no, absolutely great point, man. Great point. I think you made an absolutely stellar point about like you were talking about the KYCs and stuff like that. And it's just to me, it's the gesture alone. And you talked about, doing things differently in the space. And to me, it's kind of like the gesture alone. A lot of these projects don't want to open up and don't want a third party to come in there and comb through what's being done behind the scene because it's not always in their best interest, for whatever type of game plan they might have. But when you have a project that says, hey, come through, take a look, make sure I'm doing this right, make sure I'm doing it per standard, make sure everything's good for the holder, for the investor, for everybody. To me, the gesture alone says it just screams in volumes across this space like, hey, we are here to do it differently. It doesn't really necessarily matter about the score. It doesn't matter about the color of the badge, or if it's gold, silver, or if it's freaking maroon. What matters is that the project is actually changing the standard and being like, hey, instead of just trust me, bro, and we'll do things over here because I'm a founder and you can trust me, and that's I'm gonna take care of everything because I'm a founder, and you can trust me and all this. Man, we don't have none of that over here. You have a big team that said, hey, this is who I am. I'm in control of the money. Take down these notes. This is what we're doing. This is what we're building. Yes, you can come in and look through it. Yes, you can go through it. It just, to me, absolutely screams there is nothing hidden in this project because it's all transparent, and it's just
In
it's a
21.
new. Yo, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
No, no, no. Finish, bro, and I'll come out
No,
finish
no,
what
I
you're
was just
saying
gonna
because
say
you,
it's just
yeah.
to me that it's the gesture alone, because I know like whenever people try to call me out on stuff, and when I was a kid, we're all kids, we try to hide it, like a kid will try to hide their candy and hide the good. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with these projects. They try to hide what's being done behind the scene because not a lot of people in the space might know. And I think that just the gesture alone of opening itself up as a project to a third party audit like that is just it screams remarkable things. And then whenever you achieve at that, you're not just getting the job done, you're actually taking it a step further, and now you're at the very top of that grading metric. So, I mean, just really take a gander at it and really just let it speak to you and how it should. It's not about the gold badge, it's about what the project is opening itself up to and who is actually building for, which is the holders and the progression of the tech. It's not the progression of the bag of the founders, it's the progression of the tech and what's actually being built. And I think that's really a good thing to take home.
No, no, you're right, man. I think a lot of this, like you said, I'll call them accolades, like the Certec, the Gold Pass, things of that nature. I mean, that's just the byproduct of the sentiment of the group, of the dev team, the heart. I mean, if you're really truly, if there's substance there, like I always speak about substance, if there's substance there, you don't have to really work too hard to get that out, that vibe out. It's like a byproduct of what you're doing. If you're truly building something for the community, for the space, for the people, right? It's going to show you. We're going to see that execution as a community. We're going to see that byproduct. We're going to see the determination. We're going to see the hard work because we're looking. We're observing. We are investors. We are community members. We're going to be looking, and that's what you should do. Know your devs. I say that. Know your freaking devs, especially if you're invested in blue chips. Especially if you, and I'm not talking memes. I'm talking like things like PAWChain. Legitimate plays that are going to come to fruition, actually be executed. Most of those type of community members and investors, they're looking very, very closely. So what you have with PAWChain, because we are observers of these devs, we see the byproduct. And the byproduct is what you're seeing on Certec, what you're seeing that's about to happen on Killer is that dedication to getting and what the community push as well, getting on this show because this is massive exposure that's about to happen that this platform really isn't getting because of the nature of Twitter and the sentiment now with the market being fear-based and a lot of meme push, a lot of the legitimacy is being pushed down. Well, that cream will rise. We know it always rises at the end of the day after these phases subside. But I love the Killer World placement. I love the actual mantra because Paul is going to be on a stage to where a lot of eyeballs that probably wouldn't get to really see and gaze upon this ecosystem in this community in this what this movement essentially they're going to be able to see it. So this is a different audience that you don't have on Twitter, you don't have on Reddit, you don't have on Discord. These are people they're going to be like, whoa, this is if they didn't know crypto, this is probably going to pull them in. So this is pretty interesting. So, and we're just not talking about a simple DeFi platform here. This is a multiplex. Okay, that's going to expand across many multi aspects of many changes. So, and then it'll grant that opportunity to projects that just simply just going to deploy. It's pretty interesting, and I can't wait to observe the response. I want the post response. I can't wait to watch it, but I can't wait to see the post response of the replays and what happens after this grandstand because it's going to be pretty cool, man.
Definitely, definitely great points. And I'm excited to see as we talk about changing the standard and as we kind of do things differently. It's it's actually very refreshing to see what kind of jet stream follow or jet trails follow behind that. What other projects are
Yeah,
gonna catch on to that, and it's really cool and it's really refreshing to be able to know that we might be dead and gone years from now, but at least the standard that's being set might save one or two people along the way. You know what I mean? So it is kind of cool.
Yeah,
At the end of the
it
day,
is.
yeah, if you don't have any other reason to get out there and send tweets and to be active, at least do that. At least know that you're saving somebody along the way. Maybe your brothers and sisters here in the space. Some of us been together for a long time. Some of us are just joining, but regardless, you could actually help somebody with this type of stuff. So it's really, at the very least, I really think that that's kind of important to carry on.
No, I totally agree, man. The trend setting, that's the word that comes to my mind.
Yep.
Innovative. That L3 is amazing, bro. That thing is going to be doing some things that you don't really see. First of all, you really don't see a lot of L3s that are on stage right now. A lot of them are hidden. A lot of them are functioning, but they're not out there, because they're singular. They're doing, just one trick things. We know, especially if you read the blog, you already know this team is doing things with this L3 that is phenomenal. So I can't wait till that thing gets on stage too as well. Gets rolled out.
No doubt, man. Great points. Always appreciate it, Crypto Lounge. Sir, I don't know if you have your hand up or not, sir. Did you have your hand up there? I saw it go up and down.
I do, yeah. I
Okay,
just
go ahead.
can
Go
you
ahead,
guys?
bro.
Yep. Sorry.
No, no worries.
Just I put two tweets up there on the jumbotron. One of them's from Sander there. Again, he's the executive producer on Killer Whales TV, the show we're aiming to get on, saying pretty much insane, set standards for the competition. Competition. He was quote tweeting Tupac, showing how many votes we had, and then the other one is from Hello Labs directly saying the top five weekly gainers community live each Wednesday. The top five gainers on the voting leaderboard from the previous 7 days will have 10 minutes live on X the following week to convince the CMC community why they deserve a spot on season two. So, I mean, and if you scroll down, you can see we were number two then, we're number one now. It's just a matter of time right now. I mean, we're moving forward very strongly. Again, I appreciate Crypto Lounge so much for being here. He's a great guy. If you don't follow him, you should follow him. And also, he has a YouTube where he talks about the entire market. You know, this is a pause space, and we're talking about pause, which is awesome. But we all have to factor in it's a huge market, right? You have to see everything that's going on. I mean, well, we couldn't see everything, but if you give him a follow and go to his spaces, you'll have somewhat of a better understanding of what's going on. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna shill him here per se, but I will say if you're not following him, you are missing out on a good amount of information. And I have followed him for a fair amount of time. I'll tell you this, and you can tell just from how well spoken he is that he's going to tell you right to your face what's going on. I've heard him say he's been invested in multiple projects. Some are doing well, some aren't. But again, he's legitimate. He's telling you exactly what's going on. So, yeah, give him a follow. And yeah, thank you for being here, Crypto Lounge. I know you have a super busy schedule.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother, and I appreciate all of you. Especially when I see you guys coming in on Mondays on the live. You know how much. And if you don't know, I'm going to tell all you guys here. I really appreciate you, and I know the team appreciates you. But this community is badass, man. This is really cool. You welcomed me back in the Discord days, man, and then I've been here ever since. So I love you guys, man. And I will say, we demand that spot. We don't just want that freaking spot on that Killer Whales. As I look at this top hospital, I look at this board, we're demanding that shit, right? Well, we're crushing people who are buying votes. It's so hilarious to me. Let them keep buying.
All right. Definitely, man. All right. So we have a new guest, XFT Red. Did you have any thoughts or concerns or questions about Paul this week? I'm gonna drop down to you and give you the mic for a second. Welcome to the space.
Hey, hey, bless up, everyone. Um, Happy Saturday. Yes, I did have to check. The days can go by so fast. All right. And for any of the moms in the room, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. I hope it's a good one for you. All right. It's been a good conversation, a good listen. I was welcomed into the poor community last week. I learned a lot. I've met some really, really cool people. JT in particular, someone who actually understands some of the cool things that we're building over at XFT. And for me, that's rare. Loyalty is royalty, right? And when I come across somebody like that, and earlier you mentioned the XFT giveaway of the hyena pets. That's all JT's doing, right? And I thank him very, very much for that. For as long as I've had the freaking things up, I think he was actually the first that made a transaction for the things instead of asking for them for free. And that meant a lot. That helped us helped me get a little bit more re-energized. Going around talking about NFTs that are attached to a vault that it just goes over all the artist heads and everybody else doesn't get it can get it can dwindle the candle a little bit. And he definitely re-energized that, and that brought great respect for the Paul community from me. As I mentioned last week, as long as I've been in the space, I know the makings of an awesome community when I see it. Right, way back in 2012 when Dogecoin first came out, and I got to experience how rabid their community is and grew and stayed for years. I mean, they didn't get their payout for years. The dev left, they kept going. Everybody else quit, they kept going. And the Paul community definitely has the makings of that, right? And it's really, really cool to see. Right, so something that's on my mind, and this is a tweet that I just posted recently, actually just a few minutes ago, when I'm realizing how the peer-to-peer nature of crypto is being lost. In the first line of the white paper, almost the first line, emphasized peer-to-peer, and it seems as though if the NFT market isn't thriving, then that peer-to-peer nature of crypto goes away. Now we all just you know give our money to an exchange and have it be that. At the same time, it could be in general, just in modern times, we're moving on to this devaluing of things that humans create. Your car is going to be driving itself. Your Uber driver is not going to be there anymore. You're going to go to a restaurant that has some waiter robot or robot waiter or robot drone serving you, and that's starting to become a little bit concerning to me with that experience that I mentioned earlier in in getting NFTs transacted, right? And I hope that PAWChain and the PAWChain community, as you build, take that into consideration in keeping that human factor in place within your technology, and find some way to make sure that the peer-to-peer originality of what we're that massive problem that we're supposed to solve, where we can do business with anyone, anywhere in the world, me and you, um, stays intact. But that's all I wanted to share.
Yeah, I hope I can jump in real quick. It's XFT Red, man. Abraham, you're a killer out here, and the people who are the pioneers in this space, right off the bat, it's not going to be, oh, shoot. I gotta let you guys go. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We lost JT. We lost JT. Go ahead, Crypto Lounge. What you got, man? And I said, oh, we got Keys in the house. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead, Crypto Lounge. You got your hand up.
Yeah, what is it? XFT. Man, I've had some discussions. I've been having some discussions with some people about that same issue in XFT. You hit something there, man. I want to circle back on it because when it comes to peer-to-peer, obviously it's embedded in this situation in Paul, which is cool. You can call it old school, whatever, but you said something about AI. You said something about the actual effect that AI is going to have. And I've been talking about this with the group as well. It kind of it's kind of disturbing in a way that the aspect of it, because I see it in our children. I think this is my whole thing on it. I think that we need to really watch out here, because we do need to continue to work our brains, because I feel like AI in this do it for me movement that we have with this technology, I think it will deteriorate cognitive thinking. I think it'll have an effect on the way we do things. Look what the cell phone has done to, and I don't want to get too off the subject, but just think about what the introduction of the cell phone and what it has done to a lot of people. A lot of us can't even remember phone numbers anymore because we rely on the technology to do it for us. I remember back in the day when phone numbers, we remembered phone numbers, we notated them, we punched the numbers. This, I'm a 70s baby, I'm dating myself, but I'm just saying technology is there's good and bad. This AI is a fast mover. So, and I think it will cause a deterioration in cognitive thinking, in the way we actually critically think as well about things, because it's going to be doing it for us. So I think we really need to keep that in our minds. Don't allow it to lead us too far. Use it up to a certain point, but always work your brain. That's a muscle too, an intellectual muscle. Always keep that fit to it. You really touched on some things, man, that has been on my mind.
Yes, and it's cool to know that there are other folks who who have that concern as well. And our human nature has to stay intact. We're going to become cold people very quickly if we continue this route.
No, absolutely. That's why Neuralink scares the crap out of me. It scares the crap.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I thought we were getting a flat tire for a second there. One thing I can say, I gotta speak on real quick. XFT, I am honored to be the one to breathe vitalization back into you and your project, dude. I think you're really building something great. And one thing that I hear from a lot of people asking about PAWChain is, are we gonna have NFTs? Why not slap them NFTs with some smart contracts? Let's go XFT on PAWChain. Come on.
I'm all for it.
That's a whole nother realm. Man, that is, oh, can you imagine what an NFT could do on a multi-chain plex of this nature? It could do some crazy things, man.
Absolutely. I'm already there. I'm all for it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for the you know what? Thanks for the contribution. We're gonna come back around too. Just joining us by popular request, Florida Keys. Welcome, welcome, man. Good to have you. Good to have you. Did you have any contributions, thoughts, or anything that jumped off the pages for you this week with Paul?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, we got you. We got you. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, brother.
Excellent. Most wonderful. Happy Saturday to everybody. I did just want to piggyback real quick on this talk about AI. Uh, you know, Crypto Lounge, like you're right on point with what you're talking about there. But I think there's another perspective to take on this as well. Like, so back in the day, when humans wanted to dig a ditch, there'd have to be 200 humans out there with shovels trying to just toil as hard as they could to dig that ditch. And now we have mechanics, we have equipment that can dig that ditch a lot quicker for us. And I think taking that metaphor forward, we have the ability now to use AI as another tool for humanity to move us forward, to be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting for us. And I think ultimately that's going to be a net positive. Now, on that same point, like I know when I was in school, we weren't allowed to use calculators when we would take tests. And just as soon as you're able to use that calculator, you lose the ability to actually do the mathematics. So like it's a two-edged sword, but I think ultimately AI is going to be a huge net positive for us, humanity, moving forward as a whole. And specifically, the crypto community will be able to use it as a tool to move finance forward in ways that we can't even think about yet because we don't even know the upper bounds of where we can bring it. But all that aside, I did just want to hop on the space today and say how excited I am for what's happening with the PAWChain community. Like we got so much good stuff moving forward for us. And what I see as the number one utility that we have for this community thus far is the community. We have so many great people in this space, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you and everything that you do for the community. I just want to say, keep on going, keep on voting, keep on doing the things that are going to bring this project to the forefront of crypto. And yeah, that's really all I got to say at this point. I hope you all have a great Saturday, and I hope everybody has a great Mother's Day tomorrow. That's really all I got for now. Y'all have a good one.
Great point, man. And always thanks for joining us too. Always good to have you up. Florida Keys did a few AMAs with us back in the day when we were stuck on Discord, and that was yeah, man. He's been around with us since day one, so always good to have you up, man. Always welcome, welcome.
Thank you, man.
If
I
I could
appreciate it.
Oh,
piggyback off what the gentleman just said, you're absolutely
yeah,
right.
go
Look,
ahead.
AI is definitely going to be a fantastic tool for humanity, without question. And a lot of folks are worried that AI will take your jobs. I have the understanding that AI will actually replace your income earning for you. AI is going to make you way more money than you could possibly ever make yourself. And this is where the cross-chain interoperability comes in, like PAWChain. You're going to have a personal AI that will search for real estate deals for you. It'll find a house in Greece that's for sale. It'll write the contract. It'll send the crypto transactions over, and it'll sell it to another AI when ready. It'll know that there's a storm coming in Brazil that's going to affect the price of oranges, and it's going to make some commodity trades for you, right? And hopefully, with humans having more than abundant time on their hands to do what they're put on this earth to do, which is to create beautiful things and things and children and that aspect of creation. You know, we take on that full responsibility. Um, but just appreciating, going back to appreciating the things that humans create, I hope is something that becomes more prominent.
Definitely. Sir, I'm sorry, Crypto Lounge, you got your hands up. Go ahead and hop on in, bro.
Oh yeah, was my hand? Oh, I'm sorry. I put that. No, no. I just want to co-sign that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was listening actually. No, no, I'm not co-signing, but just reiterate it. I do understand that what the gentleman said about the positives. I do with it because there's a surmountable amount of positives. We know that, and he's right, especially when it comes to commodities tracing. Tracing of goods, authentication of goods. I mean, AI can do it. It can do it in multitude of ways. So what bothers me is on the lower level, the lower level tone. What I'm seeing on the ground level is kind of disturbing. But the advantages are amazing. I totally understand that and agree with him wholeheartedly.
Nice. Okay, sir, did you have your hand up too? Do you want to chime in on that as well?
I do have my hand up. Yeah, the
Go ahead.
whole AI thing, I'm not really sure. I mean, remember Skynet from Terminator? Didn't really turn out to be that way because but we've got Skynet with Certec, right? It didn't work out that way. I mean, it might not be so bad, but the main reason I had my hand up there and just so happy to see Florida Keys here. I shared it on the jumbotron, um, the video, and I told him that I was going to record the video and share it in tweets because most people don't want to really click on links to YouTube and whatnot, but I don't have my blue badge. So anyway, if you guys check out that video, it's really cool. It's a really good song. He did a great job. He's a nice guy. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Thanks.
No problem. No problem. Okay, JT, I'm gonna come back down to you real quick. And what you got, brother?
Are we doing final thoughts here?
No, we were just still kind of talking and just kind of shooting the breeze. No worries at all. Not final thoughts yet, but we were just kind of. I thought you had something you want to chime in on XFT's points or or
Oh, I
or,
do.
Florida
I
Keys point. Sorry.
I could tie in with what Florida Keys was saying. I think it's important to remember that AI is a tool. And it's like a shovel. It's not going to do anything without you. You're going to need to use it and be able to push it to its full potential. So, I mean, I think that was a key point when he said it's a tool.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is. We've said it many a times. It's we're building the tools for others to build with. So a shovel is a great, absolutely great analogy for that, man. You know me. I love that. Love that. All right, crypto lounge. I don't know if you have your hand up or not. I don't want to pass. I didn't want to skip over you. Is that your hand or is it just stuck or did you
No,
have something else?
I think that that's a glitch because I put it
Okay,
down.
no worries, no worries. I
Let
did it to
me
me the other day.
I'll do it again and take it back down. Yeah, I think it's a glitch. Do you guys still see it?
No, no, no. Okay, it's done now. It's done now. But I still see
Okay,
glitches
cool,
you
cool.
too as well. So it's all good.
That's
It did it
that's
to me the other
that's
day.
good old Elon. His great X technology.
All right, all right. Okay, so I guess we'll and Cryptalk, man. I see Cryptalk down there. I'm just gonna give him a quick shout out in this space, only because he gave us one the other day for the Killers Wells. We were in a space together. We was up there doing a little chilling and stuff like that, talking about projects. And he did. I didn't even realize we were on the program together, Cryptalk. And I definitely I apologize for that, but I do now. So yeah, man. Great stuff coming through. They do a little bit of TikTok crypto promotion and stuff like that. So I just want to give him a quick shout out. It's only fair and it's only right. So big salute to you, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, we'll come back around. I think that's all for the it. Did you want to go into closing thoughts, Annie, or did you? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it to Annie for a minute. This is gonna this is gonna set us behind. But go ahead, Annie. What you got this week for Paul?
um, why do we have gold? I love shining stuff. I want to see more and more. You know, whatever puts us on top, right? That's I like that. I like Sir shows where he gets excited about it. Like we're killing it. We got this. We're golden, right? What's after gold? Someone asked in Discord. What's after? What's next? When we got the when gold already. So what we do now? When platinum? I don't know. I don't know what's next after this. Like we're pretty much. I think we're gonna find something later on. Um, but I think that's a highlight of the week. No, that batch when we first applied last year, we got the silver, and we are like, well, it's silver, it's really good, we got a really great deal, but we went the gold. So it's like, well, we got the silver, but we went the gold. We got it. That's awesome. Can't wait to see what's next um, to ask for, but. I think the community is super smart, intelligent, and we always want the best. So thank you guys for everything that you do. Keep pushing, keep pushing. They love it. Dev team, they love it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So yeah, that's the only thing. And, just the voting for Celtic. We've been pushing like a lot on Hello Labs. It's amazing what we're doing there. We are um, missing on votes on Celtic though. That's the only thing we need to keep an eye on. I know you guys, like JT, he votes every day. Like he for sure votes every day. So it's a habit, right, JT? So we need to bring those votes up for this contest, the $20,000 towards the septic services credit for those. Um, and I don't know, Celtic probably will love the sauce already. We're making them work, but um, we're giving them a lot of marketing too. I don't know. Let's keep going on that. Let's keep it on the daily tasks that we have. Hello Labs and Celtic. Mm, yeah, that's what I have. 21 and and Happy Mother's Day. Well, yesterday was from the Hispanic community, Latin America. Feliz Dia de las Madres. See, yeah, I love it. Oh man, can't believe it. So that's what I have. 21. Go ahead. Oh, JT has a hand up.
I don't know if he does. I think it's a glitch, Annie. We've been trying to figure that
Uh,
out for a minute. I think it's just the eternal hand.
I think he's trolling us. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna pick myself. Do you wanna go do round or?
No, we're 16 past the hour, so I guess we'll go ahead and roll into closing thoughts real quick. and go ahead and just get everything get shilling, get everything moving forward, and we'll just kind of roll into closing thoughts now. I guess if you want to kick it off for us, sir, then I'll come around to you next, Scotia Girl. Just a heads up. But yeah, if you want to leave us with your closing thoughts, what you got for us this week, man?
Oh yeah, sure. No, great work everybody this week. Let's just keep going forward. Excuse me. Make sure you do your killer whales vote and also the Surtech vote. We don't want to lose any ground there. It's what was it? You said 21, like 20,000. We're in front by 20,000 now, I think. Um, so yeah, let's just keep moving forward with that. Do the best we can there. I saw in the comments, Annie. Did you see that video Ignacio made with you? I tagged you on it. Again, the
What?
community hangout. I tagged you on it. I don't know if you can see it in like your
Oh,
notifications or whatever, but it's awesome. Whoever Ignacio is
I don't want to see it. I don't want to
no,
see it. I don't
it's
want to
great.
see it.
You're singing. It's
I don't
awesome.
want to
It's
see it.
terrific. I don't even know how to make those videos. It's so cool, but I really appreciate that. That makes that makes me feel good. The last thing I'll just say here, sorry, is yeah. So, and I think Crypto Lounge talked about this a bit there, where like it was other projects buying boats and whatnot. At this point now, with that 20,000 lead, right? That's psychologically that impact. If you sit there and think about it, I don't know if you're new to the space here or new to Paw, but we were hanging like 9,000 whatever holders for ages. We couldn't break that 10,000 holder count. Um, we never dropped though, right? But we just kept holding and holding and holding and waiting, and everyone doing work, developers doing work, community advertising and whatnot. But finally, we past 10,000. Now it's like 14, almost 15,000. So psychologically for them, and I'm not gonna like talk down about other projects and whatnot, but for us, because this is our focus, is us. Just keep voting. Just keep doing it. Don't give up. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, well, it's a 20,000 lead. It's not a big deal if I don't do my vote." Just do your vote, everybody. Let's just keep going. Let's stay motivated, please. And also, please do your Surtech vote because that 20,000 ultimately, this is a chance. Like this is your investment, right? I mean, what if it's crypto is crazy. I love it. I mean, I've been here for a fair amount of time, but what other kind of investment opportunity do you have where you as a holder can just actually influence it to become more, right? So great work, everybody. Thank you again, 21, Annie, and PodChain for hosting the space, to all of the speakers, and also to everybody here listening to us speak each week. Yeah, that's it for me. Have a great weekend. Again, if you have a chance, maybe take a look at the sky. You might see some northern lights. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Appreciate it, sir. And great connection this week. Gotta give it hands off to your internet. Maybe the storm brought you new signal. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thanks for joining us
It's
again, man. Always good to have you too.
it is good. I know. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx myself.
We're running towards the end though. I think we're in the clear now. I think we made it, man. You're safe. You're safe. Count this one as a victory. All right. Thanks again for joining us, man. It's always good to have you, bro. And we will come around to you, Miss Scotia Girl. Then after that, I will hop over to you, Mr. JT. Just a heads up, real quick. And this is closing thoughts going into it. So, what you got for us for closing thoughts, Miss Scotia?
Not a whole lot. I think everything's already been said. As far as the voting goes, I do think that some of those projects are holding back and waiting till the end, and they're going to start throwing money at it. So we can't sit back and relax and say, oh, well, we've got this. We need to keep that lead so that, it's just beyond their reach. Um, I'm doing my best. I'm going cross-eyed from all the voting everywhere and commenting on Twitter. So, everyone just keep it up and have a happy Mother's Day. Hug your mom, your wife, whoever it is, and just enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks.
Thank you, Scotia. Always good to have you, and always a pleasure to have you up too. We always feel so honored when you grace us with your presence and your angelic voice, and we definitely enjoy it. So I always thank you, and always like Sir said, thank you for the efforts. Congrats on the 500. Reddit is a force to be reckoned with. So we'll keep pushing it, keep going it forward, and you're an absolute gem. Love it, love it. All right, Mr. JT, and then after JT, I'm gonna hop up there to you, Mr. Crypto Lounge, and we'll close it off with Annie. But just a heads up, real quick, we'll start with JT. What you got for closing thoughts, man?
Yeah, man. Closing thoughts. 21. Fucking legend. Oh, excuse my language. Annie, thank you so much for being here. All the speakers, thank you so much. I just want to give a shout out to Honorarium and XFT Red. We got people that are out here voting for us, standing in our corners, and I think that's absolutely amazing. Shout out to all the people in the room that showed up today and are listening to what we got to say. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys next week, huh?
Definitely appreciate it, man. Always thanks for having us. Thanks for stopping by too. I know you're out and about today on a Saturday, but thanks for stopping by, man. Spending a few minutes with us. Always appreciate it, bro. And if you haven't followed JT, make sure you follow him. Stay tuned in to the Bridging the Gap. We had a guest from that spot. Block account. What's up, brother? I see you. Shout out to you. We had that guest in the Bridging the Gap space, and they did an absolute stellar job. JT runs a great space each Monday. He's got a few some stellar co-hosts, and he does some great technological talks in there. So if you have a chance or have a minute, definitely try and stop by. Definitely. All right, Mr. Crypto Lounge, we'll come up to you, and then after that, we'll go to you, Miss Annie. Crypto Lounge, what you got for closing thoughts, bro?
Man, definitely keep the pressure on that voting. We got a pretty good cushion, organic cushion. I like to say that. But I'm with Scotia girl. Yeah, keep the pressure on, and definitely hug your mom, man. Take the time. If that is on your agenda, just take the time. Maybe go and have a nice little talk. This is Mother's Day weekend, so it's a beautiful weekend, and relax, guys. Too take some time for yourself too. You know, relax, enjoy the weekend, get ready for another boisterous week in crypto. We got some good stuff coming next week. And there was one more thing I wanted to say. I'm going blank. Oh yeah, and just is be mindful of this too. As far as the fear is concerned, I always like to end with a little space note. Don't be discouraged about what's going on, guys. This geopolitical situation is going to get even worse. Recession talks are going to get even more, boisterous going into the next months. Essentially, don't get discouraged. We're going to get through this. All right. Take care, guys.
Appreciate it, Crypto Lounge. Always good to have you too. Always, and if you aren't following Crypto Lounge, make sure you do. Make some great content, some great YouTube stuff. Make sure you follow him for the education, the content promotions, everything, man. He does some great stuff out there. Very involved, very stellar job. So definitely appreciate it. And always big salute to you, man. Thanks for being up here with us another Saturday. And I'm gonna pass it off to Annie real quick. I'll just kind of throw in my closing thoughts real fast. I don't have much for you this week. Always appreciate everybody for stopping by. We absolutely love being here, doing this with you. It's been an honor. We talked about space number 61 and stuff, but it's been a great time. Regardless of how many people are here with us, it could just be one person, but we absolutely love doing this. Just getting together, just talking about the stuff that that's being built, the passion for it, the love for it. These spaces are really important to me because we can actually get up here and talk about quality content. These aren't shield spaces. This isn't a space about to pump anyone's bags. We're talking about actual applicable technology that is currently being produced and built right here in our space under our noses. And I just can't be more excited about that. 60 spaces deep and talking about the same technological innovations, and we haven't run out of things to say. So what does that tell you about the project? Each week is something different. Each week is something. I'm not gonna say it's something huge, but it's something applicable to the space and what's going on, and it's been that way all 60 spaces. I haven't lost my train of thought in any of these spaces. I haven't ran out of breath, things to say. And he does a great job with the recaps. It has been an absolute pleasure and just a great time being up here with everybody and taking part in it. So if you haven't not if you haven't done your due diligent research about PAWChain and what it offers, don't just listen to the spaces. Get involved, read something, read a blog, talk to people, find out how it works for you. Paul's going to work for everybody in this space and everybody in this space here and in the crypto space in general. It's going to work for everybody differently. So you won't necessarily be able to find someone who's going to tell you, yes, go ahead and get it because it works for you. You have to do that research and find out how it works for you as a holder, as a founder, as a builder, as whatever it is you want to be in this space. It's completely up to you. So find out how it applies to you, how you can benefit the most from it, and then go from there. And that's what we've all done, and that's why you hear us up here week after week talking so passionately about it. The pieces are starting to come together, and it's a beautiful thing. It's an absolutely beautiful thing to see the puzzle, to be able to kind of see, finally be able to make out the picture on the puzzle because the pieces are coming together. It's a really cool feeling. So it's really really awesome, and I'm absolutely excited to be here with y'all, and couldn't ask for a greater spot in this community. I absolutely love what we do, and I love being here with y'all. So thanks again. Everybody stay safe, and go ahead, Miss Annie. You got our closing thoughts, and we'll be all done after that.
Um, let's see. Just I mean everything that has been said. It's Scotia girl. Just remind us to hold the moms in your family, right? I think it's very important. Um, your mother and your grandma and your tias. I'm sorry, aunts, sisters. Anyone. Um, so I think it's very important to just get back to the family. Touch some grass. It's been a while. It's been crazy this year with this bear market and just waiting, holding on for the bull run. That's at least that's me. So and thank you for the new speakers here. That was great. Having them coming to the space and listen to people, and so it's always great to hear that. And thank you for letting us share all what's happening with PA and the community, and just keep up the great work, like 21 said. We wouldn't be here if I mean the dev team, the developers, the lead devs, all are amazing. Without them, we wouldn't have a project. But the the community, I think it's a very important part of it, of all. And it's always to refresh, yeah, that. And um just I used to work this place, and I remember my my manager, I guess was my manager. He would say, like, remember what's your why, right? What's your why are you doing this? Why are you going to all this trouble? Why is it, what motivates you to go through all this? um what makes you get to where you want to be? No. And that was like, so you talk, what's your why? Think about it. What makes you wake up in the morning, get dressed to go out, and what's the word, grind, right? Or just work hard and get what you want in life for you and your loved ones. So just think about that. Just, why are you doing this? Why are you here? Seriously, why are you here on a Saturday afternoon when you could be somewhere else, having fun, having a drink with a friend, or watching a game or going to a concert? I don't know. Why are you here, right? So think about that, and just um just keep it clear in your mind, and that will help you if you feel down that you can't continue, or it's just you need a day off because there's a lot of things going on crypto, like crypto launch said. There's a lot of things going on, and you need to stay focused. So mainnet is coming. When? I don't know. I'll continue to ask the when question. That what keeps me going, right? So, but we have the audits going on. We can see the progress. I wouldn't trust much that percentage. All I know is that the Certic is auditing. They haven't stopped, and they're working on it, and they have uh, a code, custom code, build code that probably having a hard time. I don't know, testing it, right? What I mean, put yourself on their shoes. So especially with the Skynet thing that Steve was mentioning on Discord. right? They have to, because the PAWChain is not a EVM chain. They have to work while they're doing the audits to make sure they can implement it in their back end, so they can start, you know, tracking um, when mainnet is launched. So um, and just be patient. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's been a year. We're almost there. More than a year. Just stay put and think about why you're doing this, and that will help you out. So you guys take care. Um, Steve the ghost. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just reading the Fafo. I wish Fafo was here on Saturdays. Oh my gosh! But it's a lot of things that he has to do during the week, and barely has time for for what he has to do in real life. So totally understandable. But I wish he could, jump suddenly in the space and say hello, and play some board thing going, like what he does sometimes. It's funny. But yeah. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the aurora borealis. That's what we call it here. They call it northern lights. Same thing, but enjoy if you can. Uh, might not be visible naked eye. Just use your phone and you'll be able to see them. Thank you, Rex, for the tip, and send pictures because it's gonna be cloudy here again. So lucky you. Have a great night. Yeah, Pachin, you can close the space now.